I can't deny it any longer. I'm gonna have to open up the valve covers and check the rockers, check everything over really good, because I've changed the distributor out. It needed it, and it does start up a lot better, and vacuum advance is working correctly. You know, all the good stuff. But I do have a valve tick, and I'm still getting a little bit of backfire noise through the exhaust. So, yeah. Can't procrastinate it any longer, no matter how bad I want to.
I don't want to work. I just want to bang on this mug.
I did make sure to heat the engine up first to spoil myself. Yank this off real quick and at least get a little bit of a look. These cork gaskets were leaking out, seeping out a little bit at the corners and stuff anyway. I didn't have a lot of faith in this valve cover because I had to hammer it back to true. So I guess we'll deal with that while we're in here.
Freaking idiot!
First, I'm just gonna look for anything out of the ordinary. Well, that's not terrible, but it's not good. Again, most of this is new territory for me as far as what has this truck been through. And what do I have to figure out? Also, another fun one is that I've already rebuilt this carb, and it's still leaking tons of leaking gas out down the valley and everything. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the plug wires out to get rid of this tight compression, so I can spin it over a little bit more and start checking these valves, rolling it over and checking each one. I'm really just looking right now for any major indication. I was able to spin all but 2 of the push rods pretty easy, but I want to check each stroke and see where they're at. And I'm not trying to do that with plug wires and plugs installed. So weak. And what you're seeing on there is copper NICs, not rust or anything, but still. That one looks good. So as you can see, 1 and 3, they're burning about right, but 5 and 7, that oil's coming off of that valve cover, and it is oil soaking them. Good clean finish.
Notice I'm not trying to get everything because I can't. I start digging into the metal. Is that right? Can you see anything?
Yeah.
You don't even know what it's on.
I'm speeding as always, dude.
What do we want? Race car noises. When do we want them? This is great.
Are you feeling tired and weak? Do you feel lightheaded? Are you getting dizzy spells? Are you slipping in and out of consciousness? If you are experiencing one or all of these symptoms, it may be because you are not breathing.
Yep. Oh, that was easy.
Let's do this one then.
Hold on. Yep.
Dude, they're just gonna come off. That's crazy. We did all that work to not make a mess, and we still made a mess.
Shit. Yep. This is golden. Got it? Yep. Got your leg. So workbench. 40. 40 over, buddy. You got room for another?
No.
Oh. Now that we have this off, you see it's not bad. Cylinders, everything looks nice, which to be expected, but I mean, it was ran hard and put away wet. I mean, no doubt about it. But overall, they're in good shape. Obviously, coolant from pulling the heads. Some of the, we have yet to check all of the push rods, but as you can see right there, you can confirm that it is indeed 40 over. So it has been bored 40 over. You can still see the cross hatching. Overall, it's in good shape. Happy to see that. All right, we're gonna clean everything up, get everything ready.
Just hit it with the Brillo pad. Look, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, man.
All right. Second head, getting the treatment.
The treatment. Looks pretty okay. You know, it doesn't. Don't worry about that.
That's a lot of dimp.
Yeah.
You want to smell the fumes and everything.
Yeah, never
If
mind.
you smell the fumes, that's how you know that you're doing good.
Oh, it's thick too. It is thick. We actually took a break. We
did,
stepped
we had
outside
to.
for
We
like
were
what,
feeling a little woozy.
10 minutes? 10 minutes, that's all you really need.
I'm feeling much better now.
Apparently.
Just
That's
scarf down some chicken wraps or turkey wraps or whatever, and we're good.
so we've got the other head under the curing oven. We got our new manifolds all set up.
These are brand new.
Yep, totally brand new.
You sit on a throne of lies.
I don't know what we're doing, honestly, but we're just painting stuff because we're at that point where we're going to transition to start putting stuff together. Everything else looked good. We didn't see any major problems. So just cleaning the surfaces and preparing for the inevitable, which is,
Hitting it right.
oh,
Like
these were nice. Whole new set here.
Yeah, look at that. That's what brake clean does.
Yep.
It's not bad for you at all.
No.
Don't worry about that.
So we got
Oh, yeah, this
the
is
intakes all cleaned up. Everything's looking good. We're almost finished with this one. We can start putting it in the paint booth. And then
Look at that.
we're moving on.
Beautiful. Look at the beautification process we've done. It's brand new.
Yeah, we didn't see anything major,
Machine
so
shop ready.
everything looked pretty good.
Clean this up. It's good to go. Slap some heads on there. Sorry. Excuse me. Excuse my French. Slap some heads
I
on
had
there.
to
Good
throw
go.
some beeps in there, and
Sorry about the beats. Well, it's not me that edits it.
exactly.
So
So everything looks good. We're gonna keep going on.
So this is one. We need a sealant.
So, I'm getting ready to throw the first head bolts in. It's pretty much opinion based on what you use to seal the threads. So, we're using the right stuff because
Because
it's
it's the right
in the
stuff.
name. It's in the name. And
I
then
mean,
we
you can't
got
go wrong.
the ARP lubricant for under the head, the washer,
Yep.
anywhere it's going to have any kind of drag that will affect the torque on it. So that's where we're at. We're going to start loading them up. All right, we got them all lubricated on the heads. We've got the sealant on the threads. We're set to go. We're about to start torquing. And what we're gonna do is follow this sequence because there's no way I can remember it all.
It's just normal basic sequence.
Yeah,
you know,
inside
pretty
out.
normal, but
Basically in a circle, torquing all the way out, and you got to do it 3 different torque specs.
that's what ARP says, so we're following the directions.
ARP wants it at a final of 70 foot-pounds, so we're going to start at
30.
30, go to 50, and then to 70 is our final.
And we're going to crank it all, we're going to check it all, it's going to be mint.
And then we'll come back and do it again. I have it at 50. Already screwing it
It's
up.
a little too high, buddy.
But caught it beforehand.
Lord almighty.
That's
We'll
what
get
happens
this.
when you drink too much coffee ahead of time.
A lot of coffee. Like, we've been drinking coffee all night.
It's
all
been hours,
day, actually.
hours of coffee drinking. That one?
Yep.
All right. Done on that side?
Yep.
Guess we need to come to this side.
All right. Awful. Yeah. No.
Well, it's either don't torque it at all or actually.
You just need a longer extension.
Yeah. Let's just give me a chance to have some coffee. There we go. That'll work. That'll do it. Oh yeah.
There's a lot of things over here.
There is. All right, so.
All right, union brake. Second.
Yeah, my leg's going numb.
Come on.
Well, we're back. Time for the intake and everything else. It has actually been a couple days due to life circumstances and busy and work and sports and, you know, all of it. So in the meantime, it's had a chance to surface rust. So we're gonna clean that up first, get it all prepped. The intake is pretty much already ready. Need to grab the push rods and we'll start throwing this thing together. So what I'm using to clean this up is just essentially a Brillo pad. We had previously already wiped this off, as you've seen. So this is just kind of touch up. So we didn't look at any of the lifters because I'm not changing the cam, and if I find a bad lifter, I know for a fact that the second I change that lifter, I wipe a cam. They've been together too long. That's all I got. Never claimed to be that smart. So let me go get the rest of the stuff together and move on. All right, so I ended up picking up the comp cam push rods off of Amazon because, you know, why not? It's as good as anything, I suppose. Now, they had good reviews, but I am going to go ahead and dump them out. And I'm just gonna lube them. Everything gets a little bit of lube. A little bit of diesel oil because I have a 2005 F250. It's 6.0, and before you ask, no, I didn't tune it. And I'm not going to, but I did bulletproof it because I'm about longevity and that's my daily. So I want it reliable. So I just so happen to have this oil laying around. I am going to coat everything really well. I mean, you know, they were already kind of greasy.
My God, that's greasy.
But hey, why not? So just gonna drop them in. I just want to do it now. Make sure that they sit down where they're supposed to go. Even though this oil is new, I am going to change it again to make sure I get any contaminants out. So that's that. Now that I know those are in their home, I'll just set these rockers up on here. Like I said, I'll just set these rockers up on here. Okay, I'm going to back those rockers off, and then I'm going to set those rockers up on there. Now, to set up, I'm going to clean these surfaces one more time with brake clean, make sure I get all this oil off. Then I'll go ahead and get my gasket maker and my gaskets and all that stuff set up, and we'll go with the world famous China wall.
Let's say China.
I'm not going to use the gasket, not the rubber China wall.
Let's say China.
So give me a minute, I'll be right back. Just like that, movie magic. Or I had to get down off the truck again for like the 10th time already. So I've got all the stuff I need. I need to wipe it down one more time because that movie magic didn't happen. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of this. I use Right Stuff 1 Minute. I didn't realize I had gotten one that was designed for somebody that does 10 vehicles a day, but I am going to put a little bit around because these are kind of goobed around the water ports. So I will add that in just to take up any of the deviations or the pox, whatever you want to call them. Everybody calls it something different.
But I don't know what you're saying.
I'm kidding, I just can't come up with the word. But either way, point being, I'm gonna goo it because I don't want to leak. Pitting, there it is, see? I can do words. I know stuff. This will hopefully ensure that I don't have to deal with this again or anything for at least a while, until it bites me in the ass for not messing with those hydraulic lifters and checking them, and then finding out that it was just a lifter that caused the bent push rod, and then the new push rod gets bent, and then I'm kicking myself. But until that point, we're gonna play stupid on the whole matter. Man, I love it when people ride by with their bebop crap on, just blasting it like everybody wants to hear it. So, really boring story for you about the Right Stuff. I use it for everything.
Cool story, bro.
All right, now China wall time.
China?
This is fun. So we're just gonna bead the living crap out of it. I'm not gonna use the rubber gasket. That's more like it. Okay, see if I can steady hand this one more time. So, now that I've recreated the same China wall.
China. I deal with China. China.
Did I say China?
It's China to me. China.
My China
China.
wall. All right, let me go get the intake. I'll drop that on quick, and I'll check my squeeze. Okay, you guys almost let me forget. Who was in charge of reminding me of things? I can't do this all myself. I almost forgot. Just a little dab on the outside. Essentially, I'm just running it right where there's a raised portion, as you guys might be able to see. And this isn't for the experts. This is for people that could possibly want to do this, that have never done it. Don't be afraid of it. There's plenty of information out there. So this raised area here is where I'm running that bead of silica, or the bead of right stuff. So as you can see, everything's kind of set to go. Making progress. Again, back in the truck again. Alright, moment of truth. How steady am I today? Okay. Obviously, I haven't done anything to tighten it yet. We're just gonna take a look. Oh yeah, definitely got the squeeze out.
Squeeze it.
Little by little, we're making progress. That's really all I have, is a little bit at a time. As you can see, my battery tray over here has become my housing for everything. Well, that can go. I don't need an alternator yet. I don't need the thermostat, but do need some intake bolts. And we're back with clean bolts. So now we just got to start feeding them in and trying to line them up. All right, as you can see, they're all in, even the ones that are hidden underneath. They are Allens, and the only way I can really get on them to tighten them is going to be by cutting my Allen key off if I want to torque them properly. Otherwise, there's always another option of just sending it.
Send it began to mean taking a risk, going for it, or doing something without overthinking.
And tightening it down little by little from the inside out. I kind of feel like that might be the way I'm gonna go. Because I don't think I can get in there. Nope. Even with the carburetor off, I'll show you what I'm looking at. Even with the carb off, this is the space that I'm working with. So as you can see, it's already butting up. Probably explains why they weren't tight in the first place, but I'm not gonna play that game. So, like I said, figured it out. So that's the route we're gonna go. We're just gonna crank it down a little bit at a time, get it as even as humanly possible, and that's how we're gonna send it. Okay, so I went around each one of them actually it was closer to 4 or 5 times after my initial rundown, you know, cross pattern all the way to your outside edges. I went back through that process probably, I think it was 4, maybe 5 times. My next step is going to be dinner. Or a cold drink. Okay, I'm kidding. Well, I'm not really. I'm a little bit hungry and a little bit thirsty, a lot of it thirsty. And don't forget, use your oil line wrench. That's important. Specifically designed for this application.
Trying to use the wrong tool on a job. Sometimes you gotta drive that flat tip screwdriver down in the Torx head and make it work.
So, give that a good snug until it breaks off. All right, you know, that's definitely exactly where it needs to be. Scared me a little bit. It gave a pop, and I definitely thought I broke it. So this is the part that I don't really enjoy so much, setting the valve lash. Okay, so I went around this about what seems to be 1,000 times. Pretty sure I got all the free play out of all of them. I haven't done my quarter turn yet because I am going to go around one more time and check probably one more full rotation, 90 degrees at a time, and double check. But as it stands, that's going to have to do it for tonight. The family's on the way and it's getting late. So we will see you tomorrow.
The next day.
Here we are again. It is yet another day after work. Work on it when I can. So I went through and I did all the valves multiple times, and I'm kind of one of those worrywarts. So I'm gonna go back through probably 1 or 2 more rotations just to be on the safe side before I do the final the final. Words are escaping me. Words are hard.
I am too smart. I am too smart. SMRT.
The final preload, there's the one. So, as you can see, it's been raining. The moisture has managed to get into my shop. I'm not sure how. But, needless to say, I'm ready to get this thing back on the road. So, without further ado, let me get up in my perch and get this show on the road. As you guys can see, it's a lot of fun doing this, and I don't get cramped up in here at all. Just for reference, this is where I have to sit because I don't have room otherwise. And one thing I found really fun, if I can show you, is the whole time I was rotating the engine yesterday, I was wondering why I smelled fuel, not even thinking about it, but I found out my fuel pump works. Every time it would just puke it out. So I think today we're gonna just reroute that down there. Better yet, let's just put it back on the carburetor. As you can see, this is my perch. Yesterday, my legs were cramped up so bad when I got down, I just about face planted because they were numb / sore, but leaning over is not an option to get back here. So it is what it is. I'm just glad I'm not a big guy. He's just a little guy. Now this might be a kind of annoying in my way, but it's way better than being all over my leg in shoes like it was yesterday. Oh, good. You know what I was saying about not having the tools I need? Oh, okay, here we go. All right. I swear I'm doing stuff, even if you can't see it. Oh yeah, now she's good. Okay, like I was saying, I'm gonna keep working on this and getting these valves. I'm gonna double check them all, and then we'll go from there. I got one more round until I feel confident that I can set the preload and walk away from this bad mamma jamma, or just start getting the distributor on and finding top dead center and this and that and all the other things. Okay, I think I'm gonna call that good. I've probably filled the bowls back up, so that's a good thing. All right, next up is top dead center. I think I'm pretty close as it is. I am definitely gonna get a shorter screwdriver. Yep, there goes everything. All right. There we go. TDC. Also, you guys almost let me forget to do my pre-torques.
What the hell were you thinking?
I don't think I've ever forgiven you. All right, just gonna do a half turn on each. Okay. A lot of that. A lot of just, please. Thing is with this truck, it's been a will it run and drive every time I've fixed a problem. I got the truck, shipped it from Washington State, wouldn't start. Had to buy a battery, fuel system, had just jostled around. Nothing was working right. So I went through the fuel system. There were 2 saddle tanks, ratchet strapped up on either side. All the lines were cracked, completely clogged up. So I ended up doing the entire fuel system. Got it running, went up, went to fuel it, got home. Remember, this is the first drive. Got home, and the wire bundle that went up through here disintegrated. Turned into it, well, it didn't. It just melted into one big glob. So then I rewired the truck. It's been nonstop, is what I'm saying. So at some point, I'm hoping I will run out of things to fix. I can almost hear you guys laughing now because you know as well as I do that doesn't happen. All right, I'm gonna go get the distributor. Be right back. All right, back to my perch. So, real quick, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I don't get Amazon kickbacks. I don't have merch. I have a camera and a mic and very little free time. So, liking and subscribing would be great. It keeps me motivated to continue doing this. And that's really all I get paid by. Like, subscribe. It's free and none of this is. All right, so in the theories, I should be right about here. I don't know why this is such a struggle for me. It's the simplest things. If you could just do what you're supposed to. Oh. Sure, That looks right-ish. Throw this bad boy on. Maybe. What am I doing? There we go. All right. All right, where do you go? All right, purple tack. I think we are actually ready for valve covers. Whose idea was it to put this fuel line back on already? All right, let me gather the goods for the alternator. We'll get that set up. Okay, I think we're back. I don't know what's happening. They started out, the fins were touching the adjustment bracket. I don't know, lack of words, adrenaline, anger stuff was kind of blinding me, but I decided to go ahead and just yank this off. I had to give this bracket, I'll just bring it down here. Things are just falling everywhere because I have the greatest shop in the world. Belt's tightish. I could probably get a little tighter, we'll see. But the fins don't touch, so that's huge. So now we're gonna see if we can finally get the exhaust manifolds on. And that is a yes. So now these stupid manifold bolts, dangerously close. We top this fluids off. Classic green. It's got the ethylene glycol for these old radiators and whatnot. I should probably double check that I'm not leaking out of fluids, huh? Pretty sure I shut the valve. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, the moment I've all been waiting for. Get you right in there. Man, do I hope this works. Well, I guess this works as a cold start video, huh? Might take a little bit. What for the fuel being drained out of the carb and everything, but no kidding. All right. Paint that I put on, but it looks like I got a bit of a leak. So, I don't know if I'm burning off or blowing by. Woo! Okay. I'm gonna take a moment, let her air out. But she started, so hey, we're winning. Woo! Well, that's real. That's thick. All right, well, we'll let that breathe a little bit. Let it air out and figure out what's going on. Okay, we're gonna give this another shot. I did put a couple turns on those on the donut down there for the exhaust. I'm gonna start her up, see what happens. Well, it seems to be looking a lot better. I mean, that was the first shot. I don't have it timed or anything yet, but well, she's running a little dirty. Okay, so I had to burn a bunch of crap off. I tightened some things up as far as exhaust goes. I went in and messed with the distributor until I felt comfortable with it. It wasn't idling at all. But I still got more tuning to do. I don't have my timing light with me. So for now though, it seems to be pretty happy. It's idling good. We got our oil pressure is looking good. Let's see if I can get some light in here. Oh, that's not light. There we go. Oh yeah. I got everything working now. Oil pressure looks good. It's heated up now. We got our water temps looking good. Voltage. RPMs are about right. When you step on it, she raises right up. And she's pretty snappy. Like I said, I got some more tuning to do, but I would say that's a win. Little fun fact. Fuel gauge actually does work, and yes, I can tell she is rich. She is now burning the eyeballs. But until I get my timing light back and get things dialed in a little bit more, I'm gonna leave well enough alone. I'm going to consider that a win. And hopefully the next time, on the next video, she'll be ripping around. Hopefully next time.
So I just realized at the very end of this that I had no outro due to the fact that it got deleted. So this is my outro. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hopefully we'll be smoking the tires as much as we smoked out the garage.